What's up, everybody? My name is Patrick Onoche. I'm your cannabis engineer, your informational weed man. And today's topic, CBDP and Thcp, basically known as tetrahydrocannabinol and cannabinol, basically a PHORL in front of it. So, why am I excited with it today? Why am I excited about this? I'm not only excited about this, I'm excited about watching season 2 of Narcos. I'm actually going to watch it after this. And also, while I was trying to see the season 2 of Narcos, I was also looking at the research on CBDP and Thcp and seeing what are the implications about that. So before we even understand the implication about it, we have to know what's going on in terms of how is it going to impact the cannabis industry. So again, THCP, also known as tetrahydrocannabinol, and CBDP, also known as cannabinol. So these two compounds are basically compounds that have basically been researched and basically found to exist by several Italian scientists who they delved into deep research on how this CBDP and THCP differ from our regular delta 9 THC, and also our regular CBD, in what's been in the cannabis industry. So let's start with how it's going to affect. So currently we know the endocannabinoid system. We have two basic receptors. We have one and two. There's an orphan receptor that's still being researched, but the ones we know currently are the CB1 and CB2 receptors. Within the CB1 and CB2 receptors, these are receptors that are located in every part of the endocannabinoid system. And for everybody, the endocannabinoid system controls every function it's part of every function in the human body, from your immune system, central nervous system, to respiratory system, to your digestive system. It's basically, based on research, it's part of every system and every pathway. And the CB1 and CB2 receptors are in every part of these pathways, of these endocannabinoids system, the CB1 and CB2 receptors. CB1 receptors currently are basically found mostly in your central nervous system, your brain, and your spinal cord. And CB2 are mostly in your immune system, and it's mostly found in the pancreas, a huge amount, but mostly in your immune system. That's what it is. And based on the where they're located at, like CB1 has more of affinity or more of an attraction to your THC, delta 9 THC, and this is the compound that gives you, in the cannabis, that gives you that euphoric feeling, a high. So THC is more attracted to CB1 receptors in your brain and central nervous system, that's your brain and spinal cord. And CBD is more attracted, or has a high affinity to CB2 receptors, which is located in the immune system. So, with that said, when you have that euphoric feeling, that receptor basically attracts to that THC more, and you have that high feeling because it goes directly into your central nervous system. So that's how it's related. And with that said, the CBDP and THCP were basically located in. And when they were found, it was found that THCP wasn't just 5 times or 10 times as potent. It was 30 times more potent than THC, or delta 9 THC. So basically, again, it is found that THCP and CBDP, it's 30 times more potent than your current delta 9. So it's that strong, 30 times that strong in concentration or potency than your basically delta 9 THC, what you have. So what does that mean?
us, Holmes.
So I hit it real hard, right? As soon as he said that, I started feeling funny as hell. Next thing I know, I was running down the street in my damn drawers. Get off me, man! Get off me, man! Get off me, man! Get off me, man! Goddamn! Motherfucker! Get off me! Get off me! I'm in Debo pigeon coop sweating like a slave. And the only person could get me out was my mom.
It doesn't mean that doesn't actually, we don't know what's going on. Research hasn't been done on basically the psychoactive nature of THCP. It hasn't, the chart or the human or animal trials have not began on THCP or Cbdp. But the reason they believe it's higher, more potency is based on the chemistry of it. And we'll talk slightly on chemistry. So within the THCP, the chemical structures of THC or THCP, at the end of the chemical structure is called an alkyl tail, like a tail of it, to be shown here. That tail is called an alkyl chain. And that alkyl chain is what's basically, it's what makes it more attractive to the CB1 and CB2 receptors. So let me take it like, so with THC, with the regular delta 9 THC, you just have 5 alkyl chain, just 5 of it. But in this THCP, you have 7 chains. So let's take it. Let me coordinate it or make it. Let me give an example of how it works. So, for instance, CB1 receptor, as I said, is more attracted to THC. So now you have THCP, the new compound being formed, with 7 alkyl chain, and now you have delta 9 THC with just 5 alkyl chain. Man, I need to go talk about my chemistry a little bit. But you have 5 of that in delta 9 THC. So what happens is like this. Let's compare them to human interaction. So for instance, if CB1 receptor is basically a female, or a beautiful female, and the THCP and THC are basically suitors, or basically male suitors who are trying to win the affection of the female, the CB1 receptor. So with the THC, delta 9 THC, currently you have only 5 alkyl chain. And let's say those 5 alkyl chains are the characteristics of the male. He's basically a handsome guy. He basically dresses nice. He takes care of himself. He's respectable and all that. But he doesn't have a job. He basically lacks steady employment, or doesn't have any business. He knows, but he knows how to talk to women and all that. So the attraction is there between CB1 and delta 9 THC. That attraction exists. But if we go to THCP, it has, rather than 5, it has 7. So in the 7, he's well-read, educated. He has a good, stable job, a side business. He makes good money to take care of himself and anybody else. So you can see the attraction of the female would rather go to that of THCP, with more ways to take care of her and also take care of himself too. So you can see that distinction. It's more, the affinity goes with one with more chains in it. So that's what THCP does. It basically, based on the chemistry, it's more attractive. CB1 is more attracted to THCP. And with that, that's the explanation of how the chemistry works. And with that, you do not have, with THCP again, it's more potent than the delta 9 THC, but more testing will need to be done. So what does that mean in the cannabis industry? It means that what's currently being sold in bottles and all that will have to change. First things first, we don't have a baseline of dosage, of concentration, or of anything. We don't know what ailments it cures. We don't know what anything does. We need to do more research on that. And with more research comes in more understanding. Now with CBDP and THCP currently, we don't even know the Delta 9, or the current Delta 9 THC or CBD. But we're introducing a new compound, and that new compound, we will have problems in concentration. And we don't even know what the psychoactive nature is. And in terms of when it's being introduced into the public, how would that change the commodity? How, if it's tested and it's seen that it has more psychoactive capabilities than Delta 9 THC, how is that going to be regulated? So, if in terms of introducing it into goods and services, and especially goods, if you're introducing THCP into edibles, what concentration is basically safe? What concentration it's basically will be required? We need to know dosage requirements. Now also cultivation. How do we cultivate to get a huge yield of THCP? Or that needs to be discussed too. So, and also a lot of innuendos within THCP and CBDP. So the industry will change, but we don't know. There's still more and more. Remember, there are 150 compounds in the cannabis plant, and CBDP and THCP is just one of it. So we might even have more compounds that we don't know. More research is needed, especially in how the psychoactive nature of these compounds can affect the human body and human physiology. So, again, CBDP, THCP, the new compounds, how is it going to affect the industry? I don't know yet, because we need more research. We need to identify a baseline, a dosage. We need to know what the specific ailments these compounds can cure, and then we move forward. Especially individuals who are selling CBD right now in packaged boxes, and packaging and basically giving out too many ailments that have not been proven. They're still doing something, I believe, not, I won't say illegal, but not up to par. Especially with the FDA now cracking down on that. So, again, the new two compounds, CBDP and THCP, will have an adverse effect in the cannabis industry, since the potency has been seen to be 30 times more stronger than what's currently in the market. So, my name is Patrick Onochi. I'm a cannabis engineer, your informational weed man, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!